My name is Anton Muscatelli and I'm Principal of the University of Glasgow. The University of Glasgow is one of the oldest universities in the English-speaking world and has been here since 1451, but it's also a very modern university. People look at the tower and they see the importance of education to this city.
The university is very supportive of this kind of pathway between excellent teaching and excellent research.
You're genuinely just learning things that are just being discovered and coming about now.
You can speak to anyone very freely. There's no sort of professor-student relationship. It's more like, you can just go and speak to them and ask them questions.
The undergraduates get a feeling that I'm exploring the ideas with them, because reading for a degree isn't just being told what's accepted, it's being told where we're going, where the boundaries are. If the textbook isn't finished, we're writing the textbook.
Modern research, especially in our area of biomedicine, is about interaction, many disciplines coming together. We call this inter or multidisciplinary research, and Glasgow is an ideal place to do it.
The kind of research they're doing, it's very different from what is being done in many other universities. It allows you to think out of the box, and they help us to think out of the box.
When you come to study at Glasgow, it's not just for 4 or 5 years. You become part of the Glasgow family, and that will last a lifetime.
Academically, it's a brilliant place to study. The campus and also Glasgow as a city has got a fantastic atmosphere and is a great place to be a student, a great place to live.
It's very vibrant. Student life is very big here.
It's kind of social jungle, there's things happening constantly. Club societies, media projects.
There's a pretty much endless list of societies. If you've got an interest in it, it's there.
The campus environment is set within the West End, which is a very special place.
They can go to museums, they can walk in parks.
The art gallery and the transport museum and everything are really close.
And then the city has everything to offer because it's such a big city.
The amount of, world-famous bands, playing in Glasgow on a regular basis is quite mind-blowing. I've had a lot of fun just in my first year here, so I'm looking forward to the next 3.
Glasgow is a very friendly place.
It's very, very, very open and very friendly.
The Scots are terribly welcoming and polite and just interested in people. And I think that really has made me proud to be part of Glasgow, because we're able to host such a nice multicultural group.
There's so many people from different cultures, even just in my course.
We're from Canada, Australia, Poland, Hong Kong.
It's great to have a big mixing pot of people, and it offers so much more to the student experience.
After you graduate, we'll also offer support through our newly launched Careers Alumni Network. And this is something that you'll be able to access wherever you are in the world, and will provide opportunities in a variety of different ways, including Ask an Alumni if you need a question answered about your career, and internships, mentoring and other opportunities.
The university is friendly and vibrant. It has a fantastic reputation for academic excellence. We're absolutely part of the civic fabric. The University of Glasgow is the City of Glasgow, and the City of Glasgow is the university.
Hello and welcome to your very own private tour of the University of Glasgow. My name's Shamil, this is Patrick and this is Amy, and today we're going to take you around our campus and show you our favourite parts of our university. So from here you can see quite a lot of the city behind me. We are currently in the West End of the city. The university was founded in 1451 and it's the 4th oldest university in the UK. So Glasgow is Gaelic for Deer Green Place, and we have over 90 parks and gardens. We have a lot of galleries and music venues in the city as well. So we have the SECC, the Hydro, and towards that way you can also go to the city centre, which is just a 10-minute ride on the subway or a short walk as well. So if you follow me through, I'm going to take you into the main building. So this is the east quad of our university. So it's home to various lecture theatres and offices, but one thing to point out is Bute Hall over there. So that's where you would have exams, graduation, and the ceremony would end in this quadrangle here. That's the tower you're hearing. The tower is a very beautiful part of the university. We have a lot of Hogwarts vibes going on, as you can see with the tree. Also, just while you're here, there's a myth that you cannot step on the grass before you graduate, otherwise you're going to fail all your exams. Just making sure no one's doing that over there. So if you just follow me through, I'll take you into the Cloisters.
You might recognise this place from TV and films such as Outlaw King or Outlander, but my favourite thing about the Cloisters is all the exciting events that happen here during Freshers' Week. Freshers' Week is the first week of university, and it's where you get to do all these crazy exciting events, but also figure out which clubs and societies you want to be part of at the University of Glasgow. There are over 250 societies here at the Uni of Glasgow, ranging from cheese and wine tasting, film watching, debating, rugby, football, tennis, you name it. When I came here, I saw the Dance Society performing right here in the Cloisters, and I thought, yes, that's what I want to be part of, and I've loved that. Here we are in the Memorial Chapel. It's a non-denominational chapel, which means it doesn't actually belong to any faith, so it's open to everyone to use. Big services and concerts are held here at Christmas and Easter, but most excitingly, if you're a student or alumni at the Uni of Glasgow, you can get married here. And look, isn't it gorgeous? Did you know the Uni of Glasgow wasn't always here? It was originally built in the city centre and was moved up to Gilmore Hill hundreds of years ago. This staircase was moved brick by brick from the city centre campus, along with the statues of the unicorn and lion. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland and the lion is the national animal of England, and they lived here together in harmony. Some people say if you pet the unicorn, it gives you good luck for your exams, but it doesn't work for me, so who knows.
Hello? I got it from here. Although these days we all have a mobile phone in our pocket, back in the days this is what we used to make a phone call. These ones are here for a particular reason. These telephone boxes pay an homage to George Gilbert Scott, who was the man who designed the main building, and his grandson, Giles Gilbert Scott, was the person responsible for designing these telephone boxes. As we're walking past the SRC building here, this used to be the men's union, but now it houses the Student Representative Council. They're like the student liaison for everything that we do here on campus. So if you ever have a problem, you can come talk to them here. So behind me is the Quincentennial Gate. It was constructed on the 500th anniversary of the university to commemorate all the amazing people who've walked through the doors here, like Adam Smith, James Watt and Isabella Elder. And if you look closely, you'll notice that there's some gaps at the gate, and maybe one day your name could be there. So from Amy, Shamil and I, thank you so much for joining us on the tour today, and hopefully see you soon.
I had no idea what to expect at all. You know, I hadn't even seen Braveheart. Like, I had literally no idea, not even the wrong idea. Glasgow has the charm of like a working class city, very honest, very inspiring and very down to earth.
Glasgow knows who it is. It's really inclusive, it's really welcoming, but it does have its own certain identity, like there's no mistaking.
It doesn't care whether everything looks perfect, it just does what it does. It's really honest, it's not put on for anybody.
That is Glasgow, I think that's the essence of it. It'll be who we are no matter what.
I think if you want to study arts or get involved in the creative industries, it's particularly important to look at the city that surrounds the university. And I think particularly for the arts and the creative sector, Glasgow just has a lot to offer.
We love the theatre, we love opera, obviously we look for LGBTQ and alternative themes, and Glasgow's healthy with them.
There are so many places in the city that are really fostering the growth of contemporary artists and young contemporary artists in particular.
Coming to Glasgow, you kind of get immersed in that without even trying. Like, if you stay open to different ideas and you sort of, follow your nose with things, it's really easy to see a lot of really innovative stuff.
There's already a really established landscape of film festivals.
A really active and cheap theatre scene that's really interesting, and visual art as well.
It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for music. If you're someone that loves music, there is always some kind of live performance.
I'm never kind of thinking like, oh, there's nothing on. If you know where to look, there's always seems to be something.
35 minutes by train and suddenly you're on a beach.
And so we actually hired a car and ferried up to Stornoway and then sort of drove down. So we did like Lewis, Paris, Skye.
I mean, you can just go hop on a train and you can go to Edinburgh and spend a day, or go to Dundee and spend a day.
There is something here for everyone, and it doesn't really take a whole lot of effort to find it.
It's sort of like that feeling of home and kind of community.
So I would honestly wholeheartedly recommend it to anybody who wanted to come here, who was even thinking about coming here. It is the place to go.
Came into uni wanting to be a theatre director, but having a very different idea of how I would see it now. And I think that's just seeing a lot of different work and a lot of different styles. And I think Glasgow allows that a lot more than other cities.
I would absolutely put the University of Glasgow at the top of my list.
今すぐにスコットランドへ留学しよう。今それは全て。今それは夢を現実に変える瞬間。今道は燃え盛り、探求心は容赦なく続く。今それは新しい技術、仕事、そして産業。今人生の転機となり世界を変える。今それは大きな疑問を唱える。立ち止まり耳を傾けよう。今が希望を生み出し評判を呼ぶ。今それは知識と学習の上に築かれた文化。今それは温かく迎え入れてくれるホーム。今それは成功への道のりの始まり。世界から認められた教育の場を選ぼう。待ったりはしない。今それはスコットランド。